There's no video of President Trump sucking a ding dong. And so what if there was? I never sucked any ding dongs. But I'll tell you, if they were going to blackmail me to start World War III about one, I'd say, hey, I sucked a golf ball through a freaking garden hose.
And we are live. All right, folks. Guess we can take that starting soon down. So, I am of course the Bechtloff, your favorite emotional support Bulbasaur, and we have got a lot to talk about tonight. We have got a very special individual to talk about tonight, a young lady by the name of Hannah Hayes. Now, for those of you that watch Forney's show, you may have pardon me, I'm still kind of sick, folks. I am feeling better. I'm on my way to getting better, but I'm still kind of sick. But I have to talk about this. For those of you that caught Forney's show tonight, you may already be familiar with this lovely young lady, but we're gonna get to know her a bit. And the wisdom she has to impart to us. So, without further ado, we're gonna suspend the meme show for a little bit here, and we're gonna go ahead and go to Windows Capture, and we're gonna go to Hannah Hayes' YouTube channel. She is, of course, an adult film star, but she has a YouTube channel with some safe for work videos in which she imparts her wisdom to us all. And here we go. Now, you'll see she has 4 videos. The oldest is Hannah Hayes, XXX, tells us why and how she becomes. So we might look at that a little bit. And then after that, Hannah Hayes' tooth video. Not second, mind you. Tooth. The number 2 and the TH. That's her tooth video. And the big we people treat animal and people differently. This one we're definitely going to get to. And also we might take a look at Hannah in her feeling. So before we get into this, I'm going to have to warn you. Forney contends that this girl is retarded. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. This by the way, this might kill me, folks, by the way. Laughing kind of triggers a cough in me right now as I'm sick. So you may witness me die tonight, but just know that if that happens, I will have died doing what I love, and that's laughing at idiots on the internet. So if that happens tonight, Bechtloff died as he lived. Now, Forney thinks she's retarded. I think a lot of this has to do with more trauma and the fact that she's probably hocked up on all sorts of pills. But she's not there. She's not in her right mind. Like, the moment you were like, this woman's doing porn, this woman cannot consent to doing. This woman can't. No. But we're gonna see here in a minute. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. So, all right. Without further ado, let's get into her magnus opus here. People treat animal and people differently. Hold on to your butts. Oh no! What the hell? Come on! Don't cock tease me there, YouTube. All right, hang on. This is really, really soft, so I'm gonna bring up the volume on it, and I'm gonna bring up the volume a bit on this because I know you guys can't hear it. Okay. All she said so far was, "Hey guys, this is Hannah Hayes," so you didn't miss nothing yet. So, okay, hopefully now we can hear it.
A personal matter that is really irritating me, and I guess I am going to share it with y'all because I definitely need someone to talk to, and if I can't talk to certain people about it, then I guess I'll talk to my fans about it. I'm not going to put any names in it or anything, but my agent called me today and told me that I could not bring my pet or my lizard whatsoever on set to any shoot. I cannot bring him. And it upset me because he's a emotional support pet. I have PTSD really bad and anxiety.
He's an emotional support lizard. He's an emotional support lizard. I'm going to channel JonTron for a moment here, rip off his bait. Remember where you were when you heard that, folks. Emotional support lizard. Remember where you were when you heard that. Tell your children, tell your grandchildren where you were when you heard of the emotional support lizard. And she kind of glosses over this, much like the glassy, glossed over eyes of hers. I've watched this before. She sort of glosses over this and doesn't explain that further. And that kind of upset me a little bit because you can't just say emotional support lizard and then move on like you didn't just fucking say to me emotional support lizard. Like, as far as I'm concerned, that's what this video is about now, because I have several questions. Okay? I want to know what kind of lizard. I want to know what his name is. I want pictures of this lizard, if possible. This is what I want to know, okay? And I want to know how the fuck you can get... I want to know who her doctor is that said, yes, you can have an emotional support lizard. Because, damn it, I want an emotional support lizard. All right? I want to be able to walk around with a lizard on my shoulder like a fucking madman and have a note from the doctor that no one can say shit about that. That is something I want now. I didn't know I wanted that until today. But now I know I want that, all right? I want to go into fucking Wendy's with Larry the Lizard on my shoulder, and the person at the counter would be like, sir, you can't just be bringing a lizard into here. This is a Wendy's. And I'd be like, no, you don't understand, my friend. This is an emotional support lizard. I need this. Otherwise, I'm going to have anxiety, and I'm going to sit here for 5 minutes crying because I'm not going to know whether or not I want to order an additional 6-piece nuggers with my burger. So I need this emotional support lizard. I want an emotional support lizard. I want to know how she got it. I want to know more about her fucking emotional support lizard. And again, we just sort of gloss over this. Like she didn't just drop that bomb on me that she's got an emotional support lizard. We're gonna go on a bit more. But I'm not letting this go. I want an emotional support lizard, damn it.
And just for him to tell me, no, I can't have it there, and my doctor signed off on it as I can bring him when I need him or when I know I need him. And yesterday, I had to go to the hospital after my shoot because I had an anxiety attack really bad. And they told me no, I could not have my pet on set. And my pet knows how to comfort me and help my anxiety from getting worse.
This lizard knows how to comfort her. It's a very empathetic lizard. Again, I realize that a lot of you are seeing this for the first time and you haven't had time to process this like I have, you know, and you're still in the emotional state of feeling for this poor girl who is obviously not all there and obviously has no business in this industry and is obviously being taken advantage of. And I respect that. But understand, I've had the better part of a day to process those emotions. And now all I can focus on is this incredibly empathetic lizard that this girl demands to be able. And why did they tell her no? That's the other question I have. Why did they tell her no? What is the big does her bring the fucking iguana on her shoulder or whatever this thing is that really taken away from the dignity of the shoot in which, you know, because she's worked for such wonderful sites as watchingmydaughtergoblack.com. So is this iguana really taken away from the dignity and professionalism of watchingmydaughtergoblack.com? Really? Is that what I'm to understand here? You know, fucking Shekel Schulmestein or whatever the fuck, whoever the fuck's running that site. Shekelberg. Is that to what I'm understand? I mean, that this poor fucking retard that you insist on exploiting can't even just be allowed to have her fucking iguana with her.
And they just said no, I couldn't have him. But it's kind of messed up that there's other people that brings their dogs or cats or any other animal on set, and they ain't even registered as a emotional support pet, and they can bring their pet on set and I can't. It's really wrong how they treat other people and animals differently. To me, I see dogs as they can bite anyone. A lizard can't. A lizard won't bite unless you irritate it to the point it will bite. My lizard is not dangerous. Pretty much it's harmless. It will not mess with you if you don't mess with him. But with a dog, it's a different story. A dog can be anything. It can have mood swings. 1 minute it can be happy, jumping around, running around, and the next minute it can be mean to people. It can bite people. It can hurt people. And for them to tell me no, I can't have my pet on set, but other people can have their pets on set is messed up. To me, it kind of upsetted me today to where it's just wrong. It's wrong they say no to one person and say yes to another person. It's just really wrong. So I decided to do a video, I guess, but yes, it is wrong. Please tell me your opinion about the subject. Comment below, text me on my Twitter, talk to me. Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.
Oh, this poor girl. Oh, jeez. So she this was a couple of weeks ago, I guess, and it went viral. Apparently Poll got wind of it, and it went her tooth video. Hannah in Her Feeling is a video where she talks about how no, she's not being exploited by the porn industry, and she loves it in the porn industry. I don't know if I'm gonna play it. It is rough to watch this girl. Like I don't understand how is she in porn? Now she's a cute little thing. She's cute as a button. Don't get me wrong, and I'm sure you know she's got just enough mental problems that I'm sure she fucks like a fucking dream. I'm sure she does because she don't know no better. But like, you know, the beginning scenes in porn, like, because, like, I don't know, I haven't watched a lot of porn lately, but a lot of porn has a setup, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't just cut to two people fucking. Like, there's some sort of setup of what's going on there. It's like, oh, a little teacher-student or naughty secretary or something. Or in the case of shit she does, the dad watching his daughter go black or whatever. So obviously there's a setup. Like, how could she possibly deliver any fucking lines like that without it just being a complete shit show? Which, by the way, Race, I see you in the chat, Race Jacobson, with your Bad Prawn Comedy Hour. Okay, you, I know exactly. You said once, like, oh, what should we do in the Bad Prawn Comedy Hour? I'll tell you exactly what you should do. You should watch Hannah Hayes watching my daughter go black video on the Bad Prawn Comedy Hour. All right. Oh man. This is you just look at these titles. Just look at the Hannah in her feeling. People treat animal and people differently. Hannah Hayes tooth video. Her tooth video. Hannah Hayes XXX tells us why and how she becomes. These are like existential philosophical questions almost. They're such ridiculous sentences. All right, we're gonna push away from this for a little bit, and we're gonna bring Luke into the old call. Let's give Luke a call. Let's see what Luke's up to. Yeah, we're gonna give Luke a call. Luke, do you have your emotional support lizard with you? Luke?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear
so, an emotional support lizard, eh?
That's what I want now. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. It's so weird that she wants a lizard. Like, does she really like lizards?
Can we all not address the elephant in the room too? Lizard is slang for cock. Lizard is slang for penis, okay? We all know that. Like, you've heard the expression, like, a guy got to go take a leak. He's like, I got to go drain the lizard. So, can we all just admit how fucking funny it is that she has it? Like, having a rooster would be the only thing that would be more on the nose. Having an emotional support rooster is the only thing that would be more on the nose.
Oh, so is the lizard a metaphor for something that she can't bring on set?
I don't know. Her emotional support lizard. That is fantastic. I realize there's like this sad human tragedy here, and I'm glossing over that, but it's like, you can't just be talking about an emotional support lizard and expect me not to find that shit hilarious. Seriously though, that girl has no business in fucking porn. Okay? Like, I'm not as outraged as Forney because I'm not convinced she truly is legally retarded. But you know, as soon as you see it, you're like, she's being taken advantage of. Like, and I'm not one of these guys that normally looks at these girls and feels a tremendous amount of pity, because the vast majority of them, it's like, you knew what you were doing. Okay? Yeah, you know, some of them are groomed and shit like that, but the vast, like, what was the girl, Danny Daniels or whatever, the one that we watched where it's like, she was talking about how dating is a nightmare and all. Remember her? Like, she seemed like she had her head on as straight as somebody in that industry would. She knew what she was doing, okay? She knew. She knew what she got into. She knew what she was doing. That other one we watched, Bella Danger, she seemed a little like maybe she got groomed. But this is a real borderline case where, like, this maybe shouldn't even be legal. Like, and I watched her videos, and she does seem like a sweetheart. She does seem like this industry hasn't made her a complete jaded bitch yet. She does seem somewhat naive and sweet. You know what I mean? So it is kind of a shame to watch her in this fucking meat grinder. You know what I mean? don't know, man. I just know that if I was cranking it to a porn and she showed up, at first I'd be like, oh, she's cute. And then I'd hear her talk and I'd be like, I'm just sad now.
But she's on Gone Black for Daddy or something. Was it again?
She is, according to Forney, because I watched some of Forney's stream on it. She is done watching my daughter go black.com. Which I guess is obviously a sister site to Watching My Mom Go Black. The company that owns Watching My Mom Go Black is something called Dog Fart Network, and apparently they own like a dozen fucking sites, and it's all interracial themed. The only one I had heard of, or I guess two I had heard of back in the day, was Blacks on Blondes and Spring Thomas. I remember Spring Thomas back in the day, because like back then it was really weird for somebody to make like the whole shtick of their career interracial shit. And I remember Black on Blondes just because that one's been around since like 97. Like that's probably one of the oldest continual porn sites on the internet, you know? But now they have like a fucking dozen sites or something. Because I remember when we were like laughing at the Watching My Mom Go Black ad copy and shit, and you see all the sister sites at the bottom. I guess they had to up their game once black.com came into the picture. You know, they had some competition out there. You know, had to up their game. Oh, man. Like, guys, if you're watching porn, like, stop watching porn. Okay, like, stop. All right? Like, just don't anymore. Don't fucking watch these sites anymore. Holy shit, man. It's just it's just sad. Although on the one level, like I'm gonna play devil's advocate here for a minute. I guess you could argue like she is so fucking dumb. Like what else is she gonna do? You know what I mean? What other gainful employment is she gonna find? Like I can't imagine her doing more than like the fryer at Burger King. You know what I mean?
I'd be worried if she'd be able to do that unsupervised.
Some comment was in there like, and somebody said that like, you know, what else would you have her do for a living? And somebody said she should be at home making babies and raising kids. And I'm like, God no. Like, okay, now I've heard from some people in the comments on those videos said that she was in a car wreck and that's why she's all fucked in the head, like it was brain damage. But let's assume for a minute that this is just how she is naturally. I don't want her breeding. Like, come on. I don't want more of that. And even if it wasn't, like, hereditary, even if, let's say it was a car, I don't want her in charge of children. I'm kind of worried about that lizard. All right? I certainly don't want her in charge of children. Somebody in the chat says, even when I struggle with porn, this is not the type of porn I watch or any type of interracial porn. Yeah, I don't... Like, when I used to watch porn, I'd find, like, an actress I thought was kind of, like, oh, she's hot, and then I'd just watch all her videos until I found something that was so disgusting I no longer thought she was hot. That's basically how I did it. I just went by actress. I didn't necessarily have a particular genre I was all about. Oh. So, somebody says hashtag pray for the lizard. Well, I sent you something on Skype. I want you to tweet at her from the Bechtloff account. And I sent you exactly what I want you to say there, Luke. But I want you to tweet it. I want you to ask Hannah Hayes about her lizard, what kind of lizard it is, what his name is, See if we can get some pics of the lizard. Because
Well,
this is the real star of this story to me.
well, I sent it out, but she hasn't responded back yet, so we can only hope.
Well, she might be filming, I don't know, some horrifying porn. The lizard watches Hannah Hayes go black.com. The things that poor lizard has seen.
Godspeed to him that he's too stupid to know what he's looking at.
Yeah, that poor lizard must be like, man, these creatures have the weirdest mating habits.
That's really sad. If you look at her Twitter page, you actually see she has our top of her Twitter page is these 3 panel shots that like transition from one shot to another, and the first 2 seems very lovely and provocative, and then the third one pops in, it's like a shot of her butt.
Well, that also sounds lovely and provocative to me, but I am a bit of an ass man. I mean, she's a cute little thing, because, like, here's how I found out about this, right? I see Forney has a stream schedule for later today, and I was kind of sad. I was like, oh, I'll be at work when it's going on. But it's, like, literal retard sex. So I read what it's about, and it's like, pardon me, folks, I'm still kind of sick. I read what it's about, and it's like a literally retarded porn star named Hannah Hayes. And I'm so, like, I expected, like, a full-on Down syndrome porn star, like, has hit the scene. You know what I mean? Like, isn't that the thing that they're pushing in, like, Down syndrome models and shit like that now? Even though Down syndrome people are fucking creepy and disturbing to look at. Like, and by the way, don't be mad at me that I said that, folks, okay? I'm just being honest. Down syndrome people are generally unpleasant to look at, okay? Can we be fucking honest here for a minute? There's 2 reasons here. Their faces are really, really off. So there's 2 things that upset your little hindbrain, your lizard hindbrain, if you'll pardon the pun. See, we as human beings, we're very good at reading faces. So when someone's face is all fucked up, it upsets us because we can't read them. Also, when somebody seems fucked up, the instinctful part in the back of your brain, it doesn't know why they're fucked up, and it worries that you might be able to catch it, right? So the instincts in the back of your brain are worried that you can catch the Down syndrome. That's why like you're uncomfortable around like people in the hospital even when you know it's not contagious. You know what I mean? Like you could be around somebody dying of cancer and you're just made uncomfortable by it because there's a little instinct in your head screaming at you like, get away or you'll catch the cancer. Now, obviously, you know intellectually you can't, and you overcome those feelings, but I say all that to say let's not pretend like Down syndrome people aren't fucking unpleasant to look at, okay? But there's a push lately to like have Down syndrome models and everything. And when I heard Forney say, like, or when I saw Forney's little write up there that it was, you know, we have a retarded porn star, I literally for a moment thought, holy shit, are they pushing a Down syndrome porn star now? Like, is that something that's a thing? So I immediately Google her, right? And then I see her and I'm like, well, she seems fine. She seems like a cute little thing. What's wrong with her? And I messaged Forney because I don't want to look for her fucking videos because, you know, I mean, she was a cute little thing, but I'm not breaking my no porn streak for Hannah fucking Hayes, you know? So I messaged Forney and I'm like, what are you talking about that she's retarded? And he starts like telling me about like emotional support lizards and shit like that. And I'm like, nah, you're fucking with me. Nah. And he sends me that video. And I'm just like, holy shit, dude. I
feel like I want to make a
enamored with it. I briefly thought about calling off work just to be on fucking Forney's stream and talk about it. Like I didn't do that because I need the money, obviously, you know. But I really thought to myself like, man, I'm tempted because I want to talk about this shit. Like here I am coughing a fucking lung up right now, and I still feel like talking about it because, damn, dude. I mean, emotional support lizards.
I guess we've gone. I want to say something that shows that we've gone so far down the hole that pornography has become so ubiquitous and supportive that even people are willing to say, or their main focus is, I need my pet with me on the job.
Dude, I wish I could just like bring a fucking lizard with me, and the boss is like, you can't be having that. Like, up yours, man. I got a doctor's note. My emotional support lizard. Somebody in the chat says she at least has a speech issue aside from being Southern. Well, being Southern is practically a disability in and of itself. But yeah, I said it. I stand by it. Anyways, like you could say, this isn't just a speech issue. It's not just like she has trouble spitting out words. Okay, like I stumble over my words too. Okay, like you saw the titles for her videos that she fucking typed out. Okay, this is my tooth video. 2TH. Somebody says, what's your opinion on no-fap? I know porn is out of question, but what's your stance on masturbation? I generally prefer to sit down or lay down when I'm doing that, but seriously though, like I would say I think no-fap ever, unless you're married and you're having sex with your wife, that doesn't seem realistic to me. I'm sorry. Sometimes I got to get the poison out, guys. Now, if you're like fapping like multiple times a day and shit, and your dick looks like it got pushed out of a moving truck and stuff like that, you need to calm down. All right, calm down. I don't know. I guess I take the moderate fap position, because I'm pretty sure if I could just never masturbate, like eventually I'd be on the news. Like being able to jerk off has gotten me to like not make bad decisions before, okay? When that ex is calling you up and you know she's fucking bad news, but holy shit, man, her fucking pussy tasted like strawberry cheesecake, and you just go up to your room and you crank one out, and then you don't suddenly feel the need to text her back. You know what I'm saying? I'm a proponent of moderate fap. All right, I'm a proponent of moderate fap. I'm not gonna go the no fap thing. Nah. I'm pretty sure that would lead me to some bad fucking decisions over time. But I mean, hey, if you're happy with no fap, that's fucking fantastic. You don't want over fap, okay? Like when you're jerking off too much, people can just tell. People can just look at you and tell. You know the type. All right. I'm not gonna name names, but you know the type. Like where you just like, that guy just looks like fap. Like, nah, you don't want to be that guy. Also, I would say if you're trying to quit porn, I don't think you should go. I don't think you should go no fap. I don't think that's a good way to try and quit porn. I think you should, because here's the thing: if you're like sitting around, like let's say you're trying to quit porn, and you're sitting around and you really, really want to be, that porn site's just one click away, then what I would say is step away from the computer. Go up to your room, jerk one off, and then suddenly you don't want to look at porn anymore. So, I don't know. I'd say quit porn. Then you can worry about how much you're whipping out your emotional support lizard. But yeah, seriously, I just Let's watch another Hannah Hayes video. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this, Luke. So let me know if you can hear it, because the watching it isn't really important. But let me know if you can hear it. I have not watched her first video, so let's see if we can hear this. Okay, so.
Big girl, I'm living in my own world.
Can you hear this, Luke? Oh, geez, that's a bit much.
Is my.
Can you hear that?
Well,
I can't hear that, can you? Luke, we've lost Luke. Luke, you there? I think we've lost Luke. All right, well, I'm going to call you back then, Luke. All right, but we're going to watch some Hannah Hayes here. Yeah, I think we've lost Luke there. All right, so let's watch some. Yeah, we're not going to. Ooh, okay. All right, so here's Hannah Hayes tells us why and how she becomes. We don't. Let's we'll go to screen share. And boom.
Guys, this is Hannah Hayes here. Yes, the original Hannah Hayes. Well, I can literally say this is my first YouTube. Don't know if it would be my last. I mean, you probably have to keep watching to see if I would post anymore, which
there are literally
I don't
people
know.
comment. There are critics.
This was kind of.
There's a big ass loud cricket in her room when she.
I was kind of nervous to do this. I mean, I don't really think I can talk to myself or talk to the.
She was kind of nervous to do this. By the way, is this just me, or like YouTube videos get weird fucking aspect ratios on me all of a sudden? Like here lately. I don't know why this is. I don't know what's making this happen. I think it's, I don't know. I think Hannah Hayes gave me a fucking computer virus. I don't know. Watching too much Hannah Hayes here. And that's just her YouTube stuff. Let's keep going.
Camera, anyways. But I did have a lot of people ask me the same question over and over again. And I just pretty much got really tired of texting the same thing over and over and over again. So I am going to say it in this YouTube video. And I'm probably going to answer 2 more questions that were pretty good questions. I mean, the other questions, they can be answered during texting. I don't think they really need to be said out loud in a YouTube video. But as y'all know, I am a porn star and my stage name is Hannah Hayes. I did have a lot of people ask me, how did I become a porn star?
I wonder if that's an emotional support
and why
credit.
Have I came in this industry. I just kind of took the job. I mean, I was still in school, still going to school. I still needed to finish my 12th grade year, but my mom and my stepdad had a very sticky situation to where they constantly argued and fussed and fight. They originally got a divorce. My mom didn't have no job, didn't have no money to pay the bills, didn't have no money to keep the house.
This is fucking
So
sad.
it was either me taking the job or my 2 sisters and my mom and me would be homeless. So yes, I ended up taking the job. I did not know what porn was until I got into it, and when I did get into it, a lot of things kind of changed.
She didn't know what porn
I can literally
was.
say I was curious about the job. I am curious about anything, pretty much. But that's why I came into porn. It was very excited. I was very excited for my first shoot.
God, we're only 3 minutes in.
My first shoot, I could ever say, was a solo, but I did not make it all the way through my solo. I had to cancel. I couldn't do a solo my first time. It was very nerve-wracking. So I did a boy-girl after. And that was a little bit better than a solo. I mean, I eventually got used to doing solos, and I got used to the camera being there all the time. I mean, yeah. But after a while, I just pretty much got used to my lifestyle. I can say right now, I am not used to having fans. I am not used to having cameras or my pictures taken at all. I am not used to people coming up to me and asking me if I'm Hannah Hayes. I mean, I was a small town country girl, and then next thing you know, I became famous.
Okay, like, who goes up to her and like, are you Hannah Hayes? Oh man, I jerk off to you all the time. Like, who? Okay. This was like 05 or 06, right? My buddy and I, my best friend since high school, like a brother to me. Him and I, we're at fucking IHOP in New Jersey, right? Because we had gone to some Comic Con out there. I think we went to some Comic Con, and then the Comic Con wasn't that good. So then since we were already in New Jersey, we traveled up to like Red Bank. We went to go see Jay and Silent Bob's comic store, and where the quick stop. This is like our second time we'd been to Red Bank. And then we went to some other big comic book store. We were just, the show we'd gone to turned out to be a bust, so we were just wandering around New Jersey on this day we're hanging out together. So we stop at an IHOP, right? Because there was no IHOP in Lancaster at the time. It's like, holy shit, IHOP. Love IHOP, right? Our waitress looked exactly, like shockingly so, exactly like a porn star named Daphne Rosen. And I mean, just like, we both knew that she looked like that. And we were kind of we're like sort of, I'm like sort of like, does the waitress look familiar to you? And he's like, yeah, almost like I've seen her somewhere. So finally we'd be hitting around, like, he's just like, she looks like that one porn star I've seen. And I was like, yeah, her name's fucking Daphne Rosen. The waitress was not Daphne Rosen, but looked just like her. The point of that story, though, is even if I was convinced that was Daphne Rosen, I was embarrassed to admit to a friend that I knew who that was, let alone would I have had the lack of shame to go up to her and like, hey, you fuck people on camera, and I like to watch that. Like, who is going up to you, sweetie, like, hey, I really, really loved your watching my daughter go black.com video, or whatever else godforsaken things you were in. Who's doing that? Pardon me.
Really like to stay low-key. I really don't like the big popularity stage, but I guess I got to have it and stick with it. Now.
When did you upload this?
I did pretty much take this job for my mom and my two sisters. Now that I have this job, I'm able to help them. I'm able to help my mom pay some of her bills, and also
I have to ask.
keep a house over my sister. Unfortunately, my twin sister. Yes, I do have a twin. She moved in with her boyfriend a long time ago, but they are happily together. Sorry, my camera's kind of going wonky right now. But yes, my sister's happy. My mom is happy. Unfortunately, my mom and my stepdad did get back together. They just ain't married, but I do still help my mom with some of her doctor bills and medicine bills. Stuff that she can't really pay for on her own. Sometimes I do help.
This is sad, because she's
now
not even
since
able to
she
like
has a
save
job,
money.
I don't help as much
this industry's
or
gonna just
as
chew her the
often,
fuck
but
up.
I did help her a lot more
And
than
she's gonna
usual.
have like nothing.
And as you can see, just like my hair is having a bad day today. Yeah. It's like really poofy. It looks like poodle hair, but it does what it does on some days. But as y'all seen on Twitter, I do have my little buddy here.
Oh, it's the lizard!
I think he's kind of tired. It's his bedtime. It's like 8, 9 o'clock right now.
I've
So yes,
never been
it's his
happier to see the
bedtime.
lizard.
But he is doing a lot better. A lot better since I have taken him to the vet and I have taken care of him myself. But yes, he is a lot better than usual. He's just not very excited right now. I kind of got him up when it was time for him to sleep. He usually goes to bed about 8, 9. That's usually when I turn off his light and it's time for him to go to bed. So yes, that's Mr. Cheevius. He is my baby. He's my love of my life right now. But yeah, I
Poor
got
girl.
something to look forward to and take care of every day.
Like,
But
that lizard
yes,
is literally
this
all
is my
she has.
first YouTube.
And
I
these
hope
fucking
everyone likes it.
Evil motherfuckers
If you
won't
do
even
want
let her
to
have
comment,
the fucking
please
lizard around.
text me on my Twitter account. Ask me questions. Tell me what you want to know about me. Personally, I do like people when they ask me personal questions instead of porn questions. But I guess people just want to ask porn questions too. But that's fine. I mean, I answer both. I just like personal questions more.
Yeah, I'm sure she doesn't
But
want to talk about
please,
the fisting scene she
if
did.
you have any comments or any questions to ask, please text me on my Twitter account.
You know, the reason there's probably
Hannah
a cricket in the
Hayes with
background is
3
probably
X's
like what she
at
feeds the lizard.
Twitter.com. That is HANNAHAYSXXX at Twitter.com. Again.
It's just sad. I don't even feel right about like a shit posting question, to be honest. Like, I'm just deleting it. Like, I just got nothing but pity for this girl. The lizard's name, Mr. Cheevius. I guess that's like mischievous. Mr. Cheevius. But yeah, I got nothing but pity for that girl. Hannah Hayes tooth video. She plays all this music. I've seen. Okay, I'm gonna mute this for a second because like I clicked this video before and she's playing like fucking Rachel Platinum's fight song, and I don't want to get copyright struck. And of course, she smokes. are gonna unmute because now that we're past the Rachel Platinum song, because of course she's got fucking Fight Song by Rachel Platinum, just the quintessential basic bitch white girl song.
Hi guys.
God, she looks
As
like
you
she's
can
either been
see,
crying or doing coke or both.
I
And I don't think she was
just
doing
woke up
coke either.
about, I would say 30 minutes ago. I'm still in my night clothes and my hair does what it wants, but it looks really cute on me. But about the video yesterday, there is some comments that I do not like and that I think I need to get them straight because I don't like the comments at all.
Uh-oh.
My family, I lied to my family for about 3 months of me doing porn. I told them I was modeling, I was doing lingerie, I was doing clothes. So yes, I pretty much lied to my family for 3 months. They thought I was in California, Los Angeles, modeling and not being a porn star. So this is not my family's fault. I knew what I was getting into and I knew what I was signing up for. My choices and my opinion does not need to be put on my mom or anyone in my family.
Okay, so here's something that strikes me. Like, you can see in, like, a little bit behind her here, and, like, she's clearly living in, like, a shithole apartment or something like that. And, I mean, she's, like, 19. Okay, fine. You know, I'm not necessarily saying, you know, throwing shade at her for that. My point is, though, let's just get this off. Porn has this. One of the reasons I find these kind of videos so fascinating and worth sharing. Yeah, we can all have a good laugh and all, but it's funny, but it's also not. If you were to just look at porn and not look behind the curtain a little bit, it would look glamorous. You know, these people, you know, they're looking their best. They're all in great shape. You know, they got their hair and their makeup done, you know. And it looks glamorous, you know. It's beautiful people having wild, intense sex. Of course it looks glamorous, you know. But it's not. It's not. You know what I just got flashbacks to? Seeing like her shitty apartment behind her there. It's like it just reminded me of being 19, and you know, like I'm at my high school sweetheart's apartment and she fucking works at Arby's and shit like that, and the place is, you know, a dump. It's not bad, it's not awful, it's not, but it's a little shit apartment that because that's all she can afford, right? Well, this girl is selling her soul, and she's not living the high life. You know what I mean? She's helping her parents, apparently, or mom or stepdad. But therein lies the thing about it. Like, you know, you peel back the curtain and you see there's no glamour here. Okay, there's no glamorous you know, this isn't Hugh Hefner at the Playboy Mansion. Okay, they're not, you know, there's no glamorous lifestyle here. This girl literally has nothing but a shitty apartment and a lizard. You know, like she's got nothing. And in a few years, she's going to really have nothing because this industry will have chewed her up and spat her out. And most of the time, I don't feel a great deal of sympathy for these girls because they know what they're doing, or they should. You know, this girl is obviously not. You know, she's a few eggs short of a dozen there, and so there's a little bit of pity to be extended for that. But it's just kind of sad, you know. And that's something you should keep in mind if you when you like you go look at a porn and it looks all glamorous and it's the fantasy world and all this other stuff. But that's not really how it is. I mean, this girl's got nothing in her life but a fucking lizard. It's just sad. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because I do got to get to bed here soon. I got a fucking sinus headache. And I still got to get a shower. I didn't get a shower before or after work. So, folks, if you enjoy the show, you enjoy the content, do consider checking out the tip jar down below. You know, because I need some money so I can buy me an emotional support lizard. Because I'm gonna need that emotional support when I watch these fucked up things. Seriously though, like I said, if you enjoy the show, consider supporting the show because that helps me keep doing the show. You know, there's a PayPal, the Patreon, the Amazon wish list. I do have Streamlabs. You know, super chat set up. I know it's not as convenient as the YouTube shit, but you know, nothing I can do about that because of the way YouTube is. You know, getting strikes and all this other shit. And if you're not subscribed to the Landshark channel, please do. You know, if I actually get over 1,000 subscribers, maybe I can actually fucking monetize the damn thing. You know, like, comment, and subscribe. That helps me out too. If you're on the Gab, follow me on the Gab, gab.ai/the Bechtloff. If you're on Facebook, follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/the Bechtloff. If you're on Twitter, I'm not on Twitter, but Luke runs a Twitter account for the show, twitter.com/Bechtloff Podcast. And also check out the Discord. Shit, I can't put a link in when I'm in the fucking Streamlabs, whatever. I'll try and remember to put a link in the comments. But do check out the Discord. Good stuff in the Discord. And that's about all I got for tonight, folks. Seriously, stop looking at porn. Stop looking at porn, guys. It's nah, don't do it no more. You know, no fat period is a bit more puritanical than I go, but don't look at porn anymore. Don't look at porn. All right. That's all I got for tonight, folks. I want to thank y'all for listening. Bechtloff out.